Welcome back for another chapter of Lulu Walks the Dogs. Today we're going to read chapter 19. And last chapter, Lulu and Fleshman were working very well together, and Fleshman kind of said, "Hey, we're a great team," and Lulu did not like that. So let's see what happens next. Chapter 19. Patrick, Preston, Polly, Pete, money for my special treat. Julie, Jackie, Jenny, Joan, money for myself alone. Money, 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 money. Lulu sang the money song as she hurried to Brutus's house on Monday morning. Fleshman was usually waiting for her outside, except today there wasn't any Fleshman. Lulu gave him a minute, and then she gave him 2 minutes, and then she gave him 3 minutes. 3 strikes and you're out, Lulu said to no one in particular, after which she announced, "So what if Fleshman isn't here? I'm going to walk the dogs all by myself." "I know I can walk these dogs all by myself." She took a deep breath and said out loud, sounding a lot more sure than maybe she was, "I am ready to walk the dogs all by myself." And I have to admit, for a little while, Lulu actually looked as if she were ready, because Brutus followed obediently as Lulu dropped the biscuits and made him a dog biscuit trail. Pookie listened politely as Lulu coaxingly tooted her flute, after which she, as in Pookie, not Lulu, pooped. And Cordelia, after Lulu said some gooey blah 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 blahs to her in German, was persuaded to waddle out of her hiding place. But as soon as Mr. and Mrs. waved goodbye to their Cordelia and closed the front door, the morning got worse than it ever had before. Lulu, standing under a tree, said to the dogs in one of the bossiest voices, "Okay, let's move it, Brutus, Cordelia, Pookie." Except she forgot to rhyme the pook part with the book. This, as you may remember, hurts Pookie's feelings, which, as you may remember, you don't want to do. Pookie, leaping high in the air, fastened her pointy teeth onto Lulu's jean jacket, holding on tight and yelping at the same time, while Cordelia slipped out of her collar and went dashing back onto the porch, where she hid half deep down in a pile of junk. As all this was going on, Big Brutus, who wasn't as dumb as he looked, circled wildly around and around the tree trunk, wrapping his leash around it so tightly as Lulu had done on their very first walk together. And Lulu, who had been leaning against the tree as she tried and kept failing to shake off Pookie, discovered, too late, too late, that she had been totally tied by Brutus's leash to the trunk. Totally, utterly, absolutely, embarrassingly, humiliatingly tied. She couldn't move her arms. She couldn't move her legs. She couldn't chase after Cordelia or shake off Pookie. And she certainly couldn't untangle herself from the leash, still attached at the other end to Brutus, who was standing just out of reach, triumphantly woofing. And if you find it hard to believe when I tell you that Brutus tied up Lulu on purpose, remember who's in charge of this story? Me. Lulu wriggled and wriggled, but she couldn't get herself loose. So after a while, she stopped wiggling and began to think about what she could do to get loose. After a long while, she started wiggling some more until finally, after feeling that she had been tied forever to the tree trunk, Lulu saw, well, you know who she saw. Fleshman. Yep, there was good old Fleshman strolling down the street playing "You Are My Sunshine" on his flute. Just the person Lulu did not want to see. Just the person Lulu needed to see. just in time to take another time out. All right, we are going to stop right there. Very interesting. Fleshman is kind of gone, but now he's coming back. Lulu's struggling. I wonder what's going to happen next. We'll have to see. See you next time.